So I've been creating content for over a decade now, and the reason why I started my video business was purely out of passion. Passion to create awesome videos and take ridiculous photos. But I think what I'm even more passionate about now is the freedom that my video business gives me. The freedom to travel, to explore, to pick the clients that I want to work with, the freedom to spend time with my family and friends. That's what it's unlocked for me. And that's what it should unlock for every videographer. And to give you a bit of a backstory, my first paid job was a 16th birthday party and I got paid $100. And I thought I'd made it. I thought I was the king of the world because someone was actually paying me to use my camera. But pretty quickly reality set in. I was still working at McDonald's. I even picked up a second job delivering pizzas to afford better gear. I was also doing other small shoots and other gigs on the side, and I was exhausted. I was tired. I was overworked and I was underpaid, that's for sure. And if you're watching this, maybe you know exactly what I'm talking about. I call it the videographer trap. You're charging $500 for a gig, maybe $1,000 if you're lucky. Clients don't really respect you. There's endless back and forth. You're drowning in edits. Then you look on YouTube to try and find some inspiration, try to contemplate on what gear you need to buy. It feels like you're grinding, but you're not really getting anywhere. Then eventually, with a bit of time and some help, I leveled up quite a bit. And this is where I see a lot of videographers get to, but never grow out of. And that's charging 1 to 3K per project. Maybe you got some clients on retainers. And at the time, I was even calling myself a founder and entrepreneur. I was feeling like an absolute G. From the outside, I looked busy. I looked like I was doing pretty well, but behind the scenes, I was drowning in the work. Clients expected the world. There was endless back and forth. I was editing for bloody hours. All my weekends were absolutely gone. I didn't have any systems. And again, I looked busy, but my income was still inconsistent. And man, that messes with your head. You start to ask yourself, like, am I really cut out for this? And that was the hardest part for me, the mental side, because this game isn't easy. I mean, if it was easy, everyone would do it. It takes a strong mind to back yourself, to learn from people ahead of you, to keep going even when you feel stuck. I had to completely shift the way I thought about my business and how I approached life, really. It's not about filming at all. It was about how I showed up and who I was as a person. And it's what I call the modern filmmaker mindset. It's breaking past those limiting beliefs that kept me stuck in low-paying cycles, realizing that consistency builds confidence. Every little action compounds. Take full responsibility for everything, not blaming clients or the market, and being willing to risk, learn, fail, and adjust. And when you lock that in, things will shift for you, as they did for me. The energy I was putting out into the universe was positive, was abundant, was selfless, and that's exactly what I got in return. And following on from that mindset is what helped me stop showing up as a videographer, the guy clients tell what to film, because there's enough of those. And I started showing up as a modern filmmaker, someone who leads with a vision. And that's when the premium clients started rolling in. Not just 1K promos, but 10, 15, 20K projects consistently. I mean, seriously, I was begging for $600 gigs that everyone was fighting for, to being flown around the country to film for brands I used to dream about. And it's really because I stopped acting like every other guy with a camera and created my own league. And I'm telling you this because I know what it feels like to be stuck. You are still in the busy video guy trap. You're working crazy hours. You're barely pulling in 10K a month. And I just want you to know that's not where you have to stay. This isn't about being the most talented filmmaker because your skills are probably much better than mine. This is about how you think, how you operate, the systems you build. And that's why I built the Modern Filmmaker Blueprint. Not to just teach you the skills and hand you proven systems, but to change this entire industry. For such a long time, business owners have taken advantage of videographers. And whether you like to admit it or not, it's only because us creative people haven't developed the side of our brain that handles the business. The modern filmmakers who understand strategy, positioning, and have solid systems are the ones taking over entire marketing departments. Here's the brutal truth. It's never been easier than it is today to make real money with your camera. The ones who wake up to this movement now will clean up, because I didn't pick up a camera to stay broke and burn out, and I feel like neither did you. So if you're tired of being undervalued, underpaid, overworked, stick around, subscribe, join the mission, because together we're going to change this game.